and light. Thank you so much for joining my live. Today, we're going to be talking about nutritious foods that diabetics can eat. So, this is just going to be a quick recap over what I talked about in my previous slides regarding how to break your fast. So, we're just going to dive just a little bit deeper into it today. So, in the morning when you wake up, well, typically between the hours of 7 a.m. all the way to 11 a.m., your body is doing the most heaviest detoxification system. So, you want to be eating foods that help, aid in that system and help your body out. The first thing you want to be doing is drinking water. I like to drink spring water. One bottle of water, then you work your way up to 2 of water. And then after you got your hydration down, it's really important to hydrate yourself in the morning too as well. A lot of times if you have someone in your life or someone that you have heard or seen when they just wake up after sleeping, they say, "Wow, I'm so hungry." But it really isn't hunger, it's really dehydration because you but it really isn't hunger, it's really dehydration because you've been sleeping for hours. You want to supply with the hydration that is necessary for your cells and your body to be up to par, especially in the morning time, right? So after you're done with your 1 to 2 bottles of water, you're gonna move on to your nutritious tea. I like the tea. I love the tea from mysticreturn.com. The tea that I carried called Natural Iron. That tea is amazing. It's really, really good. It's filled with a lot of micronutrients and macronutrients too as well. Although the title of the tea is called Natural Iron, it has an array of benefits too as well for diabetes, high blood pressure, things like that. Too as well because herbs are very multifunctional, so they help other, you know, iron is super important. Everyone needs iron. We all have blood. Without the proper, I'm just not having iron alone. So yes, iron is very, very important. And yeah, because you have the minerals that is required for your body to function at its best every day. And after you're done with the water, you're done with the tea, now you're gonna move into your fruit and give yourself those antioxidants that you need in the morning. Give yourself the fiber that you need, regardless. So, yes, that's how you would properly break. Of course, I'm gonna go over some foods that are diabetic friendly too as well in this slide. So yes, now we're gonna do a recap about intrinsic sugar and extrinsic sugar. So intrinsic sugar is the sugar that is made from your fruits and your veggies, things that are made from God, that God made, right? So that is intrinsic sugar in a nutshell. And then you have extrinsic sugar. This is foods that are made from man. These are your pastas, your white rice, your chips, your cookies, your white flours, your breads, your pizzas, Pop Tarts, things like that. If it's white, it's a process. It's made able to process all that processed sugar. And what ends up happening is you burn the lining in your pancreas out. You burn it out because you are consuming such a heavily processed diet that that's what happens when you keep doing that. So yes, that is the difference. So now we are going to be talking about fruits that diabetics can have. So first, we're going to talk about berries. Or yes, let's talk about berries first. So that's your blueberries, your raspberries, your strawberries too as well. Blackberries and cherries. Cherries is, I don't know if it's the blackberries and cherries. Cherries is, I don't know if it's the berry per se, but it does have a seed in it and it's very, very good for diabetics too as well. I per se, but it does have a seed in it and it's very, very good for diabetics too as well. I personally love blueberries. I could eat like a whole carton of it in one sitting, probably multiple too if I'm feeling in the mood for that. But yes, and then we are going to be talking about high water fruits, which are amazing for diabetics too as well, and for anyone too as well too to get that into their diet. These come from your watermelons, your cantaloupes, your honeydew melons, your papayas too as well. and just yeah, smelling in general. What's gonna happen when you eat stuff, and you're also going to be urinating a lot. Obviously, not to the point where you're super concerned. Is replacements and alternatives. So on this channel, if I tell you to stop eating something or stay away from something, best believe that I'm going to give you an alternative for that. So an alternative for white rice that breaks down into the body as sugar would be quinoa. Quinoa is very delicious. You can season it and cook it up just like how you would cook regular white rice too as well. And it even takes a slower amount, a quicker amount of time to cook than regular white rice too as well. Quinoa takes about 15 minutes, and I believe white rice takes about 20, 22, 25 minutes. So, you're saving some minutes too as well, and you're providing your body with the nutrients it needs too. Quinoa does have iron in it, and it does have other types of minerals that your body will find value into as well. Okay, so now we're going to be talking about for white flour. So yes, I said to stay away from cookies and breads and stuff like that, white flour, but I didn't say that you can't make your own. And how you can make your own is by using spelt flour. That is an amazing alternative to white flour. It's not gonna suck new. Taste the difference. Honestly, it tastes the same. It's really delicious for you too as well. Good for you and delicious. And if you're baking something, instead of sugar, processed sugar, I like to add in cinnamon. It has some, cinnamon has certain things into it that trick your brain into thinking that it's sweet. If you want to sweeten things up, cinnamon is a really good alternative for, like processed sugars that they have, like Splenda and stuff like that. So you can use a dash of cinnamon, to season your food. All it is just herbs. So, yes. And now we're going to talk about replacements for chips. So I said to stay away from chips and stuff like that, but a good alternative for chips will be nuts. And you can add a little sea salt, if you want on your nuts too, but staying away from salt in general, it's would be more beneficial for your health. But you can do pistachios. You don't need any salt for pistachios. You can eat them, how it is. And then you can do cashews. You can also do walnuts. Walnuts are amazing for the brain. It's no coincidence that a walnut is shaped just like a brain. It's very good for the brain. It's very good for cognitive memory too as well. I used to be a really big ranch lover, so I was able to make an alkaline version of ranch that is inside of the recipe book too as well. And all these salads that are inside the recipe book can be made into oftentimes if you have a really big salad, you're not really eating it all. Instead of wasting the leftovers, you can make those leftovers into a soup. And all you would do is just take a pot, add your salad, add your water, bring it to a boil and to a light simmer, or just bring it to a light simmer, add some seasonings, even if it needs any. And there you have your soup right there and then. And you can have that in the morning time too, any time of day. It's a very good, nutritious meal that you can have. So like in the morning, you can have your fruit that too, that's included. Of course, you get your herbal knowledge, herbal guidance via the teas on my site, and also spiritual, help too as well. So yes, that's all included. And if you have any ideas or things that you would like to add to your pan, I will be more than happy to help too as well. So yes, thank you guys all for watching. I'll put my website, the disclaimer and everything in the comments. So yes, have a good day. Thanks for you guys for watching. Take care.